When I was a Christian, I tried to summon demons, and today I'm going to share that story. Hey, what's up? I'm thedallaswade, and welcome back to another worship service. This is part 4 of 6 in a series in which I am looking at proofs that I, as an atheist, would find compelling enough to convert to Christianity. If you would like to check out parts 1, 2, and 3, I will include a link to the playlist in the description down below. In the last part of this series, we looked at arguments for Christianity, so today I would like to look at evidence for Christianity. Specifically, evidence for demons, witchcraft, and the supernatural. I know that I said that this series would consist of proofs that I would find compelling enough to convert to Christianity, but I may have lied just a little bit, because the proof that I want to look at today isn't necessarily something that would compel me to convert to Christianity, but it is something that would compel me to very seriously consider the possibility of Christianity being true. So let's take a look at it. The Bible frequently mentions things like witchcraft, sorcery, divination, omens, soothsaying, and magic, and when it does, it always refers to them as being actual powers that people can actually possess. The Bible also mentions things like demons, demon possession, and the demonic dozens of times throughout it, and when it does, it always refers to them as being real entities that really interact with humans. So if the Bible is true, if Christianity is real, that must mean that demons and witchcraft, they must be real too, right? So if you are a Christian and you want to convert me to Christianity, you want me to believe in the Bible, then here's my deal. Before you start talking to me about salvation and sin and heaven and hell, I want to see evidence of witchcraft and demons. I am not going to go to church until you can show me some magic. I am not going to pray to Yahweh until you can show me some witchcraft. And I am not going to worry about hell until you can show me a demon. This is my ultimatum. Christians like to talk about demons and witchcraft and sorcery. They like to warn their congregations of the dangers of meddling with dark magic and demons. They make it sound like demons and witches are running rampant through the streets, waiting around every corner, going door to door, handing out invitations to join their satanic cults. But if that is the case, then where are they? Why are all the stories of demonic activity and demonic encounters just that, just stories? Why is it never caught on camera? And why are all of the witches and warlocks either people who really like herbs or people who stand up on a stage and entertain people with card tricks and mirrors? So if the Bible is true, then witchcraft is real, and if witchcraft is real, that really shouldn't be hard to prove, either by finding someone who practices it or by trying it out yourself. And as a Christian, that is exactly what I did. So this is a bit of an embarrassing story, and I have never ever shared it before, but I think it's worth sharing here. When I started losing my faith in the Bible and Yahweh, I remember I would sit in my room and pray for hours, just begging God to give me a sign that He was there and that He was listening. I did this for months in my room, in my car, walking around at night, looking up at the stars. I was desperately trying to hold on to my faith. I did not want to quit believing, and all I needed was for God to give me some proof that He was was real. If he could do that for me, then all of my questions would be answered and all of my doubt would dissipate. It never happened though. I never received a sign and my prayers were never answered. After months of waiting for Yahweh to give me a sign, I started rationalizing with myself and I decided that maybe God just didn't do that kind of thing. I still wanted to believe in the Bible, but at the same time, I still needed some kind of confirmation that it was all real. So I decided that maybe a more effective approach to get that confirmation was not through Yahweh, but maybe through his angels. I started reading a number of Catholic and occult type spiritual websites about how to summon your guardian angel in order to talk to them. I tried several different methods, pretty much anything and everything I could find on the internet. I would say special prayers, I would draw special sigils, and I would even burn special herbs to help open up the portal. Nothing ever worked though. I tried summoning my guardian angel, I tried summoning Michael, I tried summoning Raphael, and I tried summoning at least a dozen other angels. Nothing ever worked though, nothing ever happened, and I never even felt anything. So after spending weeks and weeks researching and attempting to summon angels but not getting any results, I decided that I might have to do something a little bit counterintuitive. In order to validate my faith in Christianity, in order to continue believing in the Bible, in order to remain a Christian, I decided that maybe if God and his angels weren't going to answer my calls, maybe the demons would. Maybe the demons would be more eager to pay me a visit. So I started researching demonology, Satanism, and black magic. I visited a number of satanic web forums as well as dark magic blogs and several YouTube channels dedicated to witchcraft and necromancy. I found recommendations for books and I ordered a number of them, most notably the Grimorium Verum, the Necronomicon, and the Satanic Bible. I read those books cover to cover, studying every detail I could, and if there was something I didn't understand, I would find a forum online where people were explaining it and discussing it. And once I felt like I had a decent enough understanding, I attempted to summon some demons. I said the prayers, I drew the sigils, and I performed the rituals. I tried summoning Abaddon, Bel, Dantalion, and at least a dozen others. I even tried summoning Satan himself. But once again, nothing ever happened. I never felt anything, I never saw anything, and I certainly never heard any voices. In the end, it was all disappointing, it was embarrassing, and it is what finally broke my faith in the Bible. Not only was God not answering my prayers, and not only were the angels nowhere to be found, but even the demons, the very beings that Christians are so afraid of due to how apparently desperate and eager they are to sneak into our lives any little opportunity we give them. Even when I explicitly tried to contact them, they even wouldn't pick up the phone. Most Christians assume that demons are real, and most Christians assume that witchcraft actually works. But most Christians haven't actually tried to contact a demon, and most Christians haven't actually tried to cast a spell. And obviously so, right? Because that stuff is evil and sinful according to the Bible. But I have actually tried to contact a demon. I have actually tried to cast a spell. And I tried really hard, and nothing happened. It didn't work. There was nothing there. Now, if you've been watching my channel for some time, you'll know that I've attempted to contact the spiritual world as recently as last year. I've gone to haunted locations, I've performed magical rituals, I've used paranormal devices to attempt to speak to spirits, and I've even bought cursed and possessed objects off of eBay. So even in recent years, I've gone places, I've done things, I've even bought things that were supposed to result in me experiencing this dark magic or coming face to face with a demon, but it's never happened. But if Christianity is true, then that stuff has to be real. That stuff has to exist. And there has to be some way to experience it or at least witness it. And with all of the cameras in the world today, security cameras, dash cams, and smartphones, you'd think that if this stuff was actually happening, if those kinds of things were actually out there, somebody would have caught them on camera. If you can pull your phone out to take a picture of a weird bug in the bathtub, then you can pull your phone out to record a video of a literal demon sitting in front of you in your bedroom. So for future reference, if you are ever going to tell me about some experience you had where you saw a demon or interacted with a demon or had a conversation with a demon, if you don't have a video to go along with your story, if you're going to tell me that you didn't pull out your phone and record the experience, then I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to believe you. I'm going to assume that either A, you took too much acid, or B, you're just making it up. So yeah, if Yahweh is real, then so are demons, and so is witchcraft. And if demons or witchcraft is real, then that should be like really insanely, ridiculously easy for you to prove to me. And if you can do that, if you can prove that to me, if you can prove that demons and witchcraft are real, then while I may not be compelled to immediately convert to Christianity, I will at the very least be compelled to take Christianity a whole lot more seriously, seeing as how there is a supernatural world that actually does exist. So anyway, that's all that I've got for today's video. If you want to see part 1, 2, and 3 of this series, there will be a link to the full playlist in the description down below. And if you want to see the last 2 parts of this series, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those, as well as all of my future videos. And if you want to see more paranormal type videos, paranormal investigation stuff from me in the future, let me know in the comments down below, because I really enjoy diving into that kind of stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next worship service. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe and activate that little bell icon if you haven't already. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you'd like to keep up with me behind the scenes. And if you'd like to help support what I do, you can pledge to my Patreon or leave me a tip on Cashapp. Links and information for all of that stuff is in the description down below. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you in the next worship service.
Last night in my dreams,